Hey there, my name is Eric Croft with Command Your Legacy, former PT struggler, 50-pound weight loss success story, and cancer survivor. I'm coming to talk to you today about having self-doubt. You know, the world around us has so many shiny objects in it, right? And we all like to see these shiny objects and we want to chase those shiny objects. You know, the problem is that we cannot have them all. As much as we want them all, we cannot have them all. However, you can have some of them, but it comes with a price. And that price is a little known thing called work. You know, and problem is we make the work harder through the results we often receive, which oftentimes do not turn out in our favor. You know, this is where self-doubt comes in. When things do not turn out in our favor, that we've put the work towards in order to achieve maybe a shiny object or something that we're trying to reach in life. If it doesn't work out in our favor, we start beginning to have self-doubt. And, you know, we start thinking that we're not good enough. We're not, things don't turn out the way we expect it to, so we're not good enough. And, you know, and it doesn't work out, and it ends up crushing our hopes and our dreams, and this kills our perceived abilities that we have about ourselves. You know, at that point, self-doubt starts creeping in because we failed. So are we good enough to do what we set out to do? You know, so how do we get around and overcome this self-doubt that creeps in? How do you do that? You know, well, I can tell you that there's many things that you can do, and you know, you can ignore it as if it had never happened. You know, turn the other cheek and walk away again as it never happened. Another thing you can do is you can switch blame. You can put that blame on somebody else or the circumstance as to the reason why you did not attain success. You know, and taking the blame completely off of yourself and putting it somewhere else. Or you can cry about it, sit around and say, woe is me, and telling yourself that you're not capable, you're not good enough, and it will never work. Or you can put all that to the side and end up putting it all away and try again. Not even allow those things to creep in, because that's that self-doubt. You can put it all aside and start again. So how do you start again, right? Okay, so you know, the very first thing that you can do is do not let the failure get you down at all. Don't let the failure get you down. You know, many times we stop our efforts as once failure happens. We completely stop our efforts. You know, one thing that you can look at is taking that failure and turning it into a lesson learned. You know, turn it into something that can propel you into becoming better and at what you want to achieve. Too many people do not turn their failures into successes, understanding that it will help them grow and be better the next time. And you want to change the things around you, you want to change your circumstances, keep your head down and go. Bottom line. Second thing you can do is relook at everything that you did, that you went through. Relook at what took place in order to get you to where you're at. You know, what did you do in order to, what are the things that happened and what did you do in order to get to where you're at now? Okay, you failed. Okay. It's okay. Take a moment, breathe, take in a breath, and reset yourself. And look at what happened throughout the process in order to get you to where you're at in your failure. You know, look at, did you map out a success plan? Did you have things laid out in a way to where you can become successful? Milestones that you needed to hit in order to get to your bigger goal. You know, look at your actions, every one of your actions. You will find the reason that it did not work if you just look back and see what took place. Third thing, and I just said this a little bit ago, begin again. Just begin again. Start over. However, this time, do not do the same things that you did previously, because you know it's going to end up in failure, because that's where you're at, where you ended up at, right? Just don't do those things again. I mean, it's that simple. Just do not put those things into place again. You will not make the same mistakes twice, or else you're going to get the same result. So begin again. Your self-doubt in the end is actually self-inflicted. You create this mindset and false, false perceived ability in your mind that you're not good enough. That's on you. Something that happened put you in that state of mind. Where you do not feel capable and feel that you're good enough. But you can change your mindset and change your path, and understanding the fact that you do not have to have self-doubt. Yeah, you failed. Okay. Suck it up. Look at what took place to get you there, to that failure. Map out a success plan, and then just begin again. If I would have thought about all that stuff while I was in my struggling with my PT test, where I was barely making 60%, I would, there's no telling where I'd be right now. But I continued to fail, but I understood that, hey, I had to change something, because I was following the same mistakes. I was having self-doubt that it wasn't working. I was never going to be able to pass the PT test more than 60-65% in each event. Therefore, the compound effect on that, I was overweight, sitting at 225 pounds. So I knew something had to change there too. So what I did is change the way I looked at what I was doing, figured out that my plan was not working, and the actions that I was taking was not getting me to where I wanted to be. So I changed directions and incorporated tools to help me be more successful. So the end result, because of that, I am now able to obtain and maintain 80+% on each event in the PT test. With that, I'm able to step off the scale and not have to worry about being taped. I've dropped 2 uniform sizes, and now I'm in the best shape of my life. I feel better. I have a lot more stamina. My career looks better because the PT test was affecting my career. But I changed that course, and you can change that course too. Do not let that self-doubt creep in, because you can change your course yourself, and only you and you alone can change it. I hope that this was something that was of great value for you today. If you know somebody that is having self-doubt about being able to achieve more in their life, in their career, in their military career, professional career, business career, share this with them today. Just to show them that, hey, this guy has some self-doubt. You may have self-doubts as well, but you can overcome it. And I just hope that this created some value for you today. So please share it, and I will look forward to talking to you again soon. So take care.